Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? I think you all are well. I am also fine by the grace of the Almighty Allah. You all know we are passing a critical time. In this time, we are deprived of institutional education. For this reason, we have arranged online classes. In fact, regularly you get our classes in our Facebook page, and I think all of you utilize these facilities properly. According to the previous tradition, I am also here today with a new class, and my today's class is only for the intermediate first year students. I uploaded a class for them a few days ago. After that class, my today's class is about folk music, and this you will get in Unit 5, and it is a lesson, and this lesson is lesson 2 from Unit 5. Sorry. After going to this lesson, you will get a passage. We have to do certain words from this passage, but before going to the words, I would like to describe you something about this passage. Folk music. We all know what is music. Music is the melodious lyrics which is sung using classical rules. But folk music is a different type of music. Excuse me. It's a different type of music. We often see some illiterate or semi-literate people sing these songs wearing colorful dresses, and they move their body in a peculiar style. When we notice this, we easily get that this is a folk song, and the person who sings this song is a folk singer. But what is the difference between folk song and a classical song? We have to know this. A classical song is that type of song which is composed by literate or classic people, and while written this while writing these songs, the writer maintains some or follows some orthodox rules of music. But in the case of folk music, the writer is a folk people. He may be literate, semi-literate, or completely illiterate. The language of this song is very lucid and simple, and this language is taken from the daily used words. Their appeal is universal nowadays, but we feel their appeal from our heart. The theme of these songs are our daily activities and our sorrows and happiness of our daily life. They create a strong emotive expression in our heart. If I mention some characteristics, it is composed by rural folk on the basis of ancient rules transmitted orally. That means these songs are transmitted orally. Sometimes it may be written on paper, or sometimes it may be transmitted orally from one person to another person. This type of songs doesn't follow any rules of music. That means this is completely devoid of musical rules and principles. Then this music may be sung individually or with a chorus. Chorus means when a song is sung with a group. Chorus means groups. It is a spontaneous expression in easy language, local dialect, and simple tune. Both verse and tune are appealing despite its universal appeal, it uses local dialect. It depends upon nature and the rural environment. Very important point. It depends upon nature and natural environment. It is an explicit manifestation of the joys and sorrows of daily life. It uses simple and natural rhythms. It contains a strong emotive expression of human love and separation. These are the characteristics of a folk song. Mainly, these songs manifest strong emotive love and separation of human life. Alongside this, these songs may be about religious and secular things. This is the striking features of folk music. Now I would like to go to the words. At first I have written vocabulary at the top of the board. After reading this passage, you will get certain words which are completely unknown to you. You have to confirm that you have learned all these words, because without learning these words you cannot get the total meaning of this passage. And if you do not get the complete theme of this passage, you cannot do any words given you for doing. I think all of you have got my point. Besides knowing the vocabulary, you have to learn synonym and antonym of those words. It will be helpful for you in your second paper, because you all know that in your second paper you have to answer synonym and antonym for 5 marks that you will be given in number 11. Okay. Now go to the second question. You all know that in this portion you get questions. You have to answer all these questions. You get 5 questions in total, and these questions you have to answer after reading the passage. So now we are going to this task. What do you mean by folk music according to the text? What do you mean by folk music according to the text? If we want to answer, we will always try to take the first portion of our answer from the question, such as according to the text, folk music means. According to the text, folk music means a type of ancient music which springs from the heart of the community. According to the text, folk music means a type of music that springs or that originates from the heart of a community, and that is based on their natural style of expression, and it is uninfluenced by the rules of classical music and modern popular songs. I think you will get the theme clear when you will read this passage properly. Now go to the second question. What does folk music reflects? Very important question. What does folk music reflects? Folk music reflects our culture, tradition, festivals, views of life, river, rural life and rural life, etc. All are reflected by folk music. If I repeat once again, folk music reflects. Folk music reflects. Then you have to add the extra information that you will get from the passage. Folk music reflects what? Tradition, culture, festivals, views of life, rural life, riverine life and rivers, etc. etc. All this you will get in the passage in an organized way. Now go to the third question. How are mystical songs composed of? How are mystical songs composed of? From the passage you will get this information that mystical songs are composed of using using the metaphors of rivers and boats. You will get this information in the passage. Mystical songs are composed of by using the metaphors. These songs are composed by using metaphors, and these metaphors we get from the river and life, and the story of boats. Have you got the point? Okay, now go to the next question. What makes Bhattiyali an important genre? What makes Bhattiyali an important genre? We all know that Bangladesh is a riverine country. River dominates us. It has a strong effect on our lives. This is a song. This is a special type of song that is originated from the boatmen. That means we can say very easily that river and life and the life or the life and the views of life of the boatmen plays or makes an important makes Bhattiyali an important genre. I repeat once again. River and life and the views of life of the boatman makes Bhattiyali an important genre. Okay. Now go to the next question. That means ultimate question. What are the reasons of great variety in folk music? This is the most creative question you are given to answer. We all know Bangladesh is a country of different or versatile tradition. We cannot get any matching with the tradition of one region to another region. This difference is reflected in the lifestyle and outlook of our people. This is the main reason why there is great variety in folk music. Okay, now go to the number 3. An instruction is given here. Read the passage and make a flowchart showing the characteristics. I underline showing the characteristic of folk music. We have got some characteristics at the beginning of our class of folk music. One is given for it, comprised of songs and music of a community. Comprised of songs and music of a community. What are the next characteristics of folk music? You have to find out. You have to think at first, and then you have to find out. We should notice that verb 3 is given at the beginning of this phrase. That means you have to maintain verb 3 in all other boxes. This is comprised of songs and music of a community, and these music or songs are uninfluenced of any classical musical rules. Then you can write uninfluenced. If I rub the above things, then I can write clearly here. Comprised of songs and of a community. This is the first box. You have to make box then you have to put an arrow. Without putting an arrow, you will not get any marks. Okay. Uninfluenced by any musical rules. What can be the third sung in a chorus. Or individually. B. Then you have to mention the third one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one. I have given you clue. Notice here, this is verb 3, this is verb 3, this is verb 3. You have to write down the rest boxes. You have to fill in the rest boxes using verb 3 at the beginning. This was for you for today. I think all of you have got my point clearly. If you have any confusion or any question, you can write to me to the comment section. I will answer all of your questions. And you will be given, in fact, a homework for answering. You have to read the whole passage carefully. You have to get the point and you have to write down a summary. Thank you for being with me. Thank you very much.